On this episode, we're saying goodbye to Paris and hi to Amsterdam. Just an hour and 15-minute flight away. Whoa.
Around 800,000 people who live here in Amsterdam.
From these teeny weeny cars
That's a really cool car.
to a different take on chocolate. There are tulips and the infamous red light district and tasty Dutch pancakes.
We don't have our bags, they got left at the airport.
Amsterdam is a vibrant city, full of surprises.
Cannabis seed starter kit.
We're going to explore around 15 top things to do and see, starting off with a 1-hour canal tour.
There you go. Thank you.
We're about to go on a boat tour. Thank you.
Right,
here we go.
We paid €12 a ticket. Drinks were extra.
€2 for a water.
We learnt about Amsterdam in English,
Is another of the city's old defense canals.
German, French.
En dat u tevreden bent over de wijze waarop de
We learned some other
Wilt u
languages.
voor uw tevredenheid
So tip, you may want to go on a tour that gives you headphones and the option to choose one language.
Enjoyed that. Number one thing to do in Amsterdam. Check that off the list.
Close to your head.
Oh, really?
There are dozens of museums around the city. I've heard there are around 75 of them. From the Sex Museum to Van Gogh, who was actually born in the Netherlands. There are more than 200 of his paintings on display. One place that you cannot miss though is the Anne Frank house.
Which is just behind us.
Anne Frank was Jewish, and in 1942 she hid from the Nazis for 2 years in this secret annex at her father's business. This is how we scored tickets at the last minute.
3 weeks in advance, 80% of the tickets go on sale, and then at 9 a.m. on the day you want to go, 20% of the tickets are sold. So this morning at 9 a.m. there were about 516 people ahead of us, and there was a little section that said, look, if you're more than 200th in the queue, don't worry about hanging around because you're not going to get a ticket. John just thought, you know what, I'm just going to wait, see if we can get these tickets, and lo and behold, we're able to get 2 tickets at the 4:30 session. We're about to head in. Let's check it out. No photos or video. You just have to see it for yourself.
It is such an emotional journey as you walk through these rooms where she spent her teenage years hiding up until police came storming in.
It's very much one of the top things to do here in Amsterdam.
The food here is unique, from cheese to cannabis, chocolate, and the hot chips that draw crowds.
Medium, one with truffle sauce, and what sauce are you having?
I was actually speechless. Like, what an operation.
How many chips do you sell a day? That looks pretty damn good. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Fork for our fries. So this place got voted #1 fries in Holland. They weren't cheap though.
$20 Aussie.
20 bucks. Oh my gosh, are they worth it? All right, let's give it a go. Sorry about the angle here. They're pretty good. John and I, as we eat our chips, we are walking along and we're actually listening to Rick Steves' audio tour. Little tip there, if you want to do a walking tour, download Rick Steves' app and they're completely free.
But if getting around on a bike is more your thing, well, there are plenty of them.
There are just as many bikes as there are residents.
Rental companies are everywhere. After all, Amsterdam is the bicycle capital of the world, with more than 35,000 kilometres worth of bike paths. That's around 22,000 miles.
I'm gonna tell you that I love you.
In the heart of the city, you'll find the Royal Palace. It's situated at
Dam Square, there are plenty of baskets.
If you're after the perfect Dutch gift, you'll find it here.
The best known Dutch flower. Tulip. This is the flower market.
The stalls sit on pontoons.
So these ones combined take to the US and Canada, but none for Australia, unfortunately. Sorry, Mum.
In fact, there were plenty of items that aren't available in Australia.
Cannabis seed starter kit for only $3.50 a can. That's pretty funny.
So we opted for the X-rated fridge magnets instead.
Which one should we get? €1 each. Thank you so much.
I'll miss you if you go.
Cannabis is everywhere. If you don't see it, well, you'll definitely smell it.
Space cakes. Oh, they're the seeds. Cannabis ice cream.
In Amsterdam, it is legal to buy soft drugs like weed from coffee shops. There's so much to see and do. In every corner, it seems there's like an Amsterdam quirk that's unique. Like these so-called cars.
That's a really cool car. Is it cool to drive?
Oh, yeah.
How do you fit in it? You're so tall.
You see, it was cute, but when you get in, if it's made for the Dutch people, you can drive this bicycle lane.
Oh, really?
And at the same time, but not in the highway. So you have to drive on the road that is marked 50 and below. You don't have to go above that. You go like a bicycle.
Yeah, amazing.
That's so cool. And just pretty much park it up anywhere and off you go.
As the day turns to darkness, there's one place we're going to check out that no doubt you've heard about, and that is the Red Light District. The women stand behind windows and they have a neon light that turns on when they're available. Prostitution here is legal. They each have their own rooms, and there are also sex stores here, peep shows, strip clubs, even sex theatres. Meanwhile, back at our bunker, we spent 3 nights at the Hotel Van de Visual. I'm sure I've pronounced that wrong, but it was 4 stars, it was clean, it was quiet, it was modern. It had a coffee machine, a small desk, and heated flooring in the bathroom. Not bad for around $100 a night. And on the way into town, a 5-minute walk away, we found breakfast.
That is a pancake in Amsterdam. We don't have our bags, they got left at the airport, so we're making do with the clothes that we have. No hair product. Poor John, full head. But €25 for pancakes? It's like 45, 50 bucks. What?
It's not 45, 50 bucks.
It's so funny, when I want something, you always round it up, but when you get something, you always round it down.
Amsterdam's UNESCO protected canal belt was created in the 17th century and housed this for ingenuity.
You can see all of the houses have the hooks. Because the windows and the stairs are usually so small, they bring furniture in through the windows. That's how people move into their homes.
Many people here live on houseboats too. There are around 2,500 of them moored in the city centre. We heard you can even stay in a houseboat hotel. We wanted to take a look inside one.
This is the Houseboat Museum.
It's so unique and cosy.
So if you want to get an idea of how people live on a houseboat.
Tickets are around €450 each. I was sold.
When are we going to get a houseboat?
But John insisted on one of these instead.
$10.50 per person for an hour, and we have to do all the hard work.
Amsterdam is located on 90 small islands. It actually has more canals than Venice and more bridges than Paris.
It's hard to believe in winter the waterways are like this.
Just for context, we're here visiting at the start of September. It's meant to be like one of the best times to visit, but I still needed a jumper. I found it a little cold.
Just an area of Rawdon, and it is super trendy, super cool. There's so much to see here.
But this dog carriage was the cutest. After this little guy.
Could you imagine having one of those in Australia? Would you buy one?
Yep.
Would you really? I've always wanted a smart car and you've always paid me out about it.
Subscribe for our next adventure on Global Travel Guides. We explore our backyard.
That looks incredible.
Back home in Australia, travelling along the scenic Great Ocean Road.
The entire stretch is 243 kilometres.
As we road trip it from Melbourne to Adelaide.
I'm so glad we stopped by to check this out.